Alright, welcome back to the SuperCoach Nuffs channel. In this video we're going to review round 4 of the 2024-25 SuperCoach BBL season, as well as preview round 5 which kicks off tonight. So an okay week, probably was hoping for a bit better, but in the end a 763, which did see a green arrow overall, so we'll take that. We're up inside the top 4,000 now. But only one league win out of 4, so could have been a lot better. If we have a look at the team, so we had Matt Hurst with 33 as our wicket keeper this week. Probably wasn't paying the most attention, and as such, I've missed the injury to Matt Short. So we would have got Tom Ben's 33 in there. Will Sutherland as our VC, 66 on the double, wasn't the greatest game week for him. Cooper Connolly with 60 continues to be quite solid. Nathan McSweeney with the 9. So obviously with the flex play, he dropped out, so that's fine. And Darcy Shaw with 60. Again, 2 games, was hoping for a little bit more. In terms of our bowlers, our captain, Jamie Overton, only getting a 71. That's probably what hindered us somewhat. But Tom Rogers continues to carve up with a 130. Fergus O'Neill with a 16. Wasn't his best return. Bethel with 69 was okay. And Zampa with a 103. So good to see Zampa getting some points. And Spencer Johnson with the 51 there. So in terms of the leagues, let's have to go back a week to round 4. And in the first league, about a 60-point loss to the Tassie Devils. So just have a look. Henry Thornton with 153 was one that we probably missed. Josh Brown with the 128 as well. So a couple of big difference makers there. So he's taken the VC on Will Sutherland. So trying to work out what the captaincy was. So I guess, if you've got a player that outscores the captain who's not the captain, you're doing pretty well for the week. Owen with the 68, another great return from him. I didn't watch too much Big Bash, so I have missed a bit. But LA Knight with a 941 was a great score this week. So Finn Allen finally getting a decent return with the bat. Captain Overton, so did well despite that. Chris Lynn with the 124 was nice. Zamps, and then Thornton and Rogers as well with the ball. And had Stoyne on the emergency if needed. I traded him out, so I could have used that 96 this week. But in the second league, a close loss, so only 10 points in it, but scorched earth. Tim's team got me. So Henry Thornton, probably the big difference maker there. Good to see Jack Edwards back. Again, I did miss that game, but good to see he's back into it. And I guess Thornton was the big difference maker there. Top scorer once again, I feel like, was Stars for the win. So Tommy Rogers featuring Stoinis. Mir with a 43. I thought he was going to get a little bit more than that. From what I saw. But Thornton, Overton, Zampa. So I guess, despite everyone sort of going a similar captaincy, there's some good scores out there. In the third league, another big score, Team Rob with a 960. And I thought that would be the highest in this league. So he had Finn Allen. Ben Doggett finally got a start and a 178. Fantastic. And Henry Thornton. Will Sutherland as captain. So again, left a bit of meat on the bone there in terms of captaincy options. But some great results there from Rob. And he was the highest scorer in the league. So quickly have a look at the 934 Destruction Zone Mark's team. So he had Xavier Bartlett with a 137. Thornton, Zampa, Rogers, captain Overton. So nice work there, Mark. And then the final league, which is the one I actually did get a win in over the old boys, Maurice's team. So Benny Duckett out for a duck. That's a bit flat from your flex and having to play it. Yeah, he's another one who had short. Got caught out there. Um, but yeah, had Finn Allen. Jamie Overton as a VC wasn't the worst. Had Zampa, so nice one there. And I guess an 823 for Stark Raving Mad is the number one in the fourth league. So Finn Allen, Ben Doggett, another Doggett owner. Fantastic. Yeah, nice. So just quickly have a look at the scores and see if there's any other big ones we've missed. So Jackson Bird with a 140. That's a decent return, albeit on the double. Oh no, that was last week. So that's off a single game. That's fantastic. Considering he doesn't really bat. Dan Lawrence made his first appearance with a 130. So obviously the Stars don't have a lot of fixtures left, but could be an interesting pod. Uh, Davey Warner did all right. Chris Jordan, one to keep an eye on for their double. Maxi Bryant, he was probably the one that held it together for the Heat the other night. Um, Chowdhury, good all round return, no doubt. And then a lot of the West guys, we expect that from Beredoff, Richardson, etc. Nice. So in terms of the trades and the moves this week, so this week there is just everyone plays a single. Looking forward to next week though. You do have the Thunder on a double and Adelaide are without, so we may want to start transitioning in that direction. So I think the obvious one is we'll get rid of Shaw while he's injured. Uh, get rid of the other Short too, given he was mostly in there for the doubles. Um, and I suppose if we can get rid of Baisley, that'd be pretty handy as well. So in terms of who we bring in, let's have a look at break evens. I didn't look at that before to see if there's anyone obvious. I guess at his price, -71, do we bring in Doggett just to get some cash? Where's Agar? He's played 2 games. He's averaging 100. I think we have to get him in. Sammy Billings. We've already got a couple of keepers. Hang on, we've just lost the ability to get a bowler. I guess Agar is only a bowler. So we might just swap Bethel up there so we can keep having a look. Chris Jordan, they do have a double coming up down the track, albeit. Brian Finn Allen, like at his price with his capability. Tim David, is another one we could put in that category as that flex option. Um, yeah, I haven't really thought about this too much if I'm being completely honest. So, who have we got? Well, I guess maybe they're not. He's not necessarily featuring on the. So maybe for Baisley, an option like Tom Andrews seems to be pretty cheap, doing a bit of a job there. But we've got 300k. I think we can get a couple of bigger names. So again, we'll look at towards the Sydney Thunder and Hobart. They've also got a double. That's Sydney Sixers. So what if I sort by this way? I don't know where he is on the list. Looking for Daniel Sams. There he is. So I guess with his known all round ability, we look at getting him in. Chris Green's another one that can do a bit of both, which is pretty handy. Um, and then maybe Let's just load up on their double for next week. So Sam's in. What if I can I put him up there? Well, I guess it's going to either be Billings, who's probably going to make a bit more cash, or Chris Green, who probably has that more upside, I suppose. Or do we go Andrews and bank a bit of cash? Not much point banking cash, I suppose. So we'll go Chris Green. See how the team looks. Or is there someone obvious from one of the other teams that I'm missing? I don't think so. But we'll just go with this, I think. So, um, yeah, so I guess there could be some changes this afternoon. The two games today, and then obviously one on Saturday, Sunday. Because yeah, likes of like if Hurst isn't playing, we might need to make a move there. Um, Banton, I'm not sure how much longer he's in the team in the country for. He's in the team while he's here. Um, and also we've probably overdone it a bit on the on the bowlers here. We've got quite a bit going on, but maybe off average we just bring Agar in. Um, there, that's all good. Um, Batsman, yeah. So probably just a question on who we put in as a wicket keeper. Um, or if yeah, I think we'll back McSweeney in to do all right. So yeah, and then VC and C. So Sydney and Brisbane play first. So maybe the VC on Spencer Johnson if he goes good. And then in terms of the C, I think we might even just stick with Overton, just given it is on Sunday, it gives us a bit more flexibility. I might not exactly be onto it tonight. Yeah, with I guess life. So something like that might make the most sense for me personally. Just throw the emergency on him. And I think we can wrap the video up there. So as always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the BBL content. Subscribe for the fantasy sports content. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.